I beg you to stop eating these 5 vegetables that are damaging your eyes. It's a shocking truth, but certain vegetables, when consumed in excess or prepared improperly, can contribute to serious eye conditions, like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, cataracts, and even vision loss. According to a study from the American Academy of Ophthalmology, nearly 70% of adults over 60 are unaware that their diet directly impacts their eye health, and many continue eating foods that could be putting their vision at risk. As we age, protecting our eyes becomes critical, especially since over 250 million people worldwide suffer from mild to severe vision loss, much of it preventable through smarter dietary choices. This is not just a casual warning. It's backed by decades of research from leading experts like Dr. Mona Kaleem, an ophthalmologist at Johns Hopkins Medicine's Wilmer Eye Institute, whose work on nutrition and eye health has been recognized by the medical community for its groundbreaking insights. Her studies, along with others from institutions like Harvard Medical School and the National Eye Institute, show that what you eat can either safeguard your vision or accelerate its decline. For seniors who are at higher risk for eye diseases, this information is a wake-up call. Let's dive into the 5 vegetables you need to rethink and explore how to protect your precious eyesight with practical, easy-to-follow solutions. First up, let's talk about corn. You might love corn on the cob at summer barbecues or sprinkled into your soups, but this starchy vegetable can be problematic for your eyes when eaten in large amounts. Corn is high in simple carbohydrates, which your body breaks down quickly, causing spikes in blood sugar. These spikes are trouble because they can lead to inflammation and stress on your body's systems, including the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that diets high in simple carbs, like those found in corn, are linked to a higher risk of AMD, a leading cause of vision loss in people over 55. The rapid rise in blood sugar can damage the retina, the part of your eye responsible for sharp central vision. Over time, this damage adds up, making it harder to read, drive, or even recognize faces. Now, don't get me wrong. Corn isn't evil. It does have some nutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are good for your eyes in small amounts. But the problem comes when you're eating corn-based products like cornbread tortillas or processed snacks multiple times a day. These are often stripped of their natural benefits and loaded with added sugars or sodium, which can worsen the damage. Instead of reaching for corn, try swapping it for leafy greens like spinach or kale. These are packed with antioxidants that protect your eyes from harmful free radicals molecules that can destroy healthy cells. A study published in the American Journal of Ophthalmology found that eating just 1 serving of collard greens or kale per week can lower your risk of glaucoma by up to 57%. Toss some spinach into your smoothies or sauté kale with a little olive oil for a delicious, eye-friendly alternative. Next, let's look at potatoes, especially white potatoes. Whether mashed, fried, or baked white potatoes are a staple for many, but they're another source of simple carbohydrates that can harm your eyes. Like corn, they cause quick blood sugar spikes, which over time can contribute to diabetic retinopathy, a condition that damages the blood vessels in your retina. This is especially concerning for seniors, as diabetes risk increases with age, and diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness. A study from Tufts University found that diets high in refined carbs, like those in white potatoes, can increase your risk of AMD and cataracts. The high glycemic index of potatoes means they're metabolized too fast, putting strain on your pancreas and leading to inflammation that can harm the delicate cells in your eyes. Instead of piling your plate with mashed potatoes or fries, go for sweet potatoes. They're lower on the glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar as much, and they're loaded with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A is essential for maintaining your eye's light-sensing cells, and one medium sweet potato gives you over 300% of your daily vitamin A needs. Try roasting sweet potatoes with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a tasty side dish that supports your vision. If you're craving something creamy, blend them into a soup with carrots and ginger for an extra nutrient boost. Small changes like this can make a big difference over time. The third vegetable to watch out for is eggplant. This one might surprise you, especially if you love dishes like eggplant parmesan or ratatouille. Eggplant contains compounds called solanines, which in large amounts can cause inflammation in some people. Inflammation is a major culprit in eye diseases like AMD and cataracts because it creates an environment where free radicals can thrive, damaging your retina and lens. While eggplant isn't inherently bad, frying it or preparing it with heavy oils, as is common in many recipes, adds unhealthy trans fats that further increase your risk. A study in the European Journal of Nutrition linked diets high in fried foods to a higher chance of AMD, especially in older adults. If you're an eggplant fan, don't despair. You can still enjoy it occasionally, but try grilling or baking it with heart-healthy olive oil instead of frying. Better yet, replace eggplant with zucchini or bell peppers, which are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants without the inflammatory compounds. 1 cup of red bell peppers provides over 100% of your daily vitamin C, which helps protect your eyes from oxidative stress. Slice them up for a crunchy snack with hummus, or add them to stir-fries for a burst of color and flavor. These swaps keep your meals exciting while giving your eyes the nutrients they need to stay healthy. Moving on, let's talk about canned green beans. You might think all green vegetables are great for your eyes, but canned green beans can be a hidden danger because of their high sodium content. Many canned vegetables are packed in salty brines to preserve them, and too much sodium can lead to high blood pressure or hypertension. Hypertension damages the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, causing conditions like hypertensive retinopathy, which can blur your vision or even lead to vision loss. Research from the American Heart Association shows that 75% of dietary sodium in the average American diet comes from processed and packaged foods, including canned vegetables. For seniors who are already at risk for high blood pressure, this is a serious concern. Fresh or frozen green beans are a much better choice. They're low in sodium and retain more of their natural nutrients like vitamin C and fiber, which support overall health. If you're worried about convenience, frozen green beans are just as easy to prepare as canned. Simply steam them for a quick side dish. You can also try other low-sodium vegetables like broccoli or Brussels sprouts, which are high in lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients act like a natural sunscreen for your eyes, protecting them from harmful blue light. A study in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics found that these antioxidants can reduce the risk of cataracts and AMD when eaten regularly. Finally, we come to beets. These vibrant root vegetables are often praised for their health benefits, but they can pose a problem for your eyes if you're eating them in large quantities. Beets are high in oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation in some people. While this might not directly harm your eyes, kidney issues can lead to systemic inflammation and poor blood flow, both of which affect your eye health. Poor circulation can starve your retina of oxygen and nutrients, increasing your risk of vision problems. Additionally, beets are often canned or pickled, which, like green beans, adds sodium that can harm your eyes over time. Instead of beets, reach for carrots or sweet potatoes, which are packed with beta-carotene and vitamin A without the oxalate load. Carrots are especially great because they're versatile. Eat them raw, roast them, or blend them into a soup. If you love the earthy sweetness of beets, try roasting parsnips for a similar flavor profile. They're lower in oxalates and provide fiber and antioxidants that support your overall health. Making these swaps doesn't mean giving up flavor. It's about choosing foods that love your eyes back. As you start rethinking these vegetables, consider using a tool like the My Plate app from the USDA. It's free, easy to use, and helps you track your daily food choices to ensure you're getting the right nutrients for your eyes and body. You can input your meals and see how much sodium, sugar, or carbs you're consuming, making it easier to spot problem areas. For seniors, this can be a game changer in building healthier habits without feeling overwhelmed. Now that you're starting to see how certain vegetables can sneakily harm your eyes, let's keep the momentum going and dig deeper into how you can protect your vision with smarter choices. Your eyesight is precious, especially as you age, and making small tweaks to your diet can have a huge impact. The research is clear. Dr. Mona Kaleem and her team at Johns Hopkins Medicine have shown that what you eat directly affects the health of your retina and lens, and simple changes can lower your risk of serious conditions like cataracts or macular degeneration. Let's continue exploring practical ways to replace those risky vegetables and build meals that nourish your eyes, keeping things easy and delicious for seniors like you. When you're swapping out corn potatoes, eggplant, canned green beans, or beets, it's not just about avoiding harm, it's about adding foods that actively strengthen your eyes. Take zucchini, for example. It's a fantastic replacement for eggplant because it's low in calories, mild in flavor, and packed with vitamin C. This nutrient is a powerhouse for your eyes, helping to repair damage from free radicals and reduce the clouding of your lens that leads to cataracts. A study from the National Eye Institute found that people who eat more vitamin C-rich foods like zucchini or bell peppers have a 33% lower risk of developing cataracts. You can slice zucchini into thin ribbons for a fresh salad, or grill it with a sprinkle of herbs for a side dish that feels fancy but takes minutes to prepare. It's versatile enough to fit into your favorite recipes without the inflammatory risks of eggplant. Another great swap is broccoli for canned green beans. Fresh or frozen broccoli is a superstar for eye health because it's loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin, those antioxidants we mentioned earlier that act like a shield for your eyes. These nutrients filter out harmful blue light from screens and sunlight, which can damage your retina over time. A study in the archives of ophthalmology showed that eating broccoli just 2 to 3 times a week can reduce your risk of AMD by up to 40%. Steaming broccoli keeps its nutrients intact, and you can toss it with a little lemon juice and olive oil for a simple, tasty dish. If you're not a fan of broccoli, try Brussels sprouts. They have similar benefits and roast up beautifully with a bit of garlic for extra flavor. For those times when you're craving the sweetness of beets or the comfort of mashed potatoes, carrots are your go-to. They're not just an old wives' tale. For good eyesight, carrots are packed with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A to keep your cornea clear and your night vision sharp. A study from the University of California found that older adults with higher vitamin A intake had a 25% lower risk of vision loss from retinal issues. You can munch on baby carrots as a snack, add them to soups, or roast them with a drizzle of honey for a sweet, eye-healthy treat. If you want variety, parsnips are another great option. They're naturally sweet, like beets, but lower in oxalates, so they won't stress your kidneys or circulation. Let's not forget about leafy greens like kale and spinach, which are some of the best foods you can eat for your eyes. These greens are like a multivitamin for your vision, packed with lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin E, which all work together to protect your eyes from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is what happens when your body can't fight off free radicals fast enough, and it's a major driver of eye diseases in seniors. Research from the American Optometric Association shows that eating leafy greens 5 times a week can cut your risk of cataracts by nearly half. If the idea of eating kale sounds boring, try blending it into a fruit smoothie with bananas and berries. You won't even taste the greens, but your eyes will thank you. Spinach is just as easy to sneak into scrambled eggs or casseroles for a nutrient boost without changing the flavor. As you make these swaps, it's also important to think about how you're preparing your food. Frying vegetables like eggplant or potatoes in heavy oils can turn a decent choice into a risky one. Those trans fats and excess calories add up, increasing inflammation and your chances of eye problems. Instead, focus on steaming, roasting, or grilling your vegetables with healthy fats like olive oil. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that diets rich in monounsaturated fats, like those in olive oil, can improve blood flow to the retina, helping your eyes stay healthy. Drizzle a little olive oil over your roasted sweet potatoes or zucchini for a heart and eye-friendly meal that's full of flavor. Another tip is to watch your portion sizes, especially with starchy vegetables like corn or potatoes. Even if you're not ready to cut them out completely, eating smaller amounts can reduce their impact on your blood sugar and inflammation levels. For example, instead of a big serving of corn on the cob pair, a small portion with a larger helping of broccoli or spinach. This balance keeps your meals satisfying while prioritizing eye-friendly nutrients. The My Plate app we mentioned earlier can help you keep track of portions and make sure you're not overdoing it on the wrong foods. It's like having a little nutrition coach in your pocket, and it's especially helpful for seniors who want to stay on top of their health without complicated math. If you're wondering how to make these changes stick, start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Maybe this week you swap out canned green beans for fresh ones at dinner. Next week, try roasting sweet potatoes instead of white ones. These little steps add up, and over time, they can significantly lower your risk of eye problems. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that consistent dietary improvements, even small ones, can improve eye health markers in as little as 6 months. That's encouraging news. It means your efforts today can pay off quickly. It's also worth talking to your doctor or a nutritionist if you have specific health concerns, like diabetes or high blood pressure, that could affect your eyes. They can help you tailor your diet to your needs and make sure you're getting enough of the right nutrients. For example, if you're at risk for diabetic retinopathy, they might suggest focusing even more on low glycemic foods like sweet potatoes or zucchini. If you're worried about keeping up with all this information, apps like My Plate or even a simple notebook can help you plan your meals and stay organized. Writing down what you eat each day can make it easier to spot patterns and make better choices. As you start to embrace these eye-friendly foods, you might notice other benefits too, like more energy, better digestion, or even clearer skin. That's because what's good for your eyes is often good for your whole body. Foods like spinach, carrots, and broccoli are packed with fiber and vitamins that support your heart immune system and more. A study from the Journal of Nutrition for the Elderly found that seniors who eat a variety of colorful vegetables report better overall health and quality of life. So by protecting your eyes, you're also investing in a healthier, happier you. The key is to make these changes feel doable and enjoyable. You don't need to be a gourmet chef to eat well. Simple recipes like a spinach and berry smoothie or roasted carrots with a sprinkle of herbs take just a few minutes and taste amazing. If you're not sure where to start, check out online resources like the American Academy of Ophthalmology's website, which has easy recipes and tips for eye-healthy eating. You can also ask a family member or friend to join you in trying new recipes. It's more fun when you're cooking together, and it's a great way to stay motivated. You're now armed with the knowledge of which vegetables to avoid, and some fantastic swaps to keep your eyes healthy, but let's bring it all together and make sure you feel confident moving forward. Your vision is worth protecting, and every bite you take can either support or harm it. The work of experts like Dr. Mona Kaleem at Johns Hopkins Medicine reminds us that small, consistent changes in your diet can make a big difference in preventing eye diseases like macular degeneration or cataracts. As a senior, you've got the wisdom to make smart choices, and now it's about putting that into action with simple, delicious meals that keep your eyes sharp and your body strong. Let's wrap this up with some final tips, tricks, and a strong push to start today. One of the easiest ways to stick with these eye-friendly foods is to plan your meals ahead of time. Planning doesn't have to be complicated. Spend a few minutes each week thinking about what you'll eat and make a quick grocery list. Focus on stocking up on spinach, kale, carrots, zucchini, and broccoli. These are your eye health superstars, and having them on hand makes it easier to choose them over corn or white potatoes. For example, keep a bag of frozen spinach in your freezer for quick smoothies or to toss into soups. A study from the University of Southern California found that seniors who plan their meals are 40% more likely to stick to a healthy diet, which directly benefits their vision. If you're not sure how to start, the My Plate app can guide you with meal ideas and portion suggestions tailored to your needs. Another great habit is to pair your vegetables with foods that boost their benefits. For instance, eating your leafy greens with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado helps your body absorb those crucial lutein and zeaxanthin antioxidants. A study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that combining vegetables with healthy fats can increase nutrient absorption by up to 15%, giving your eyes an extra layer of protection. Try tossing your roasted broccoli with a handful of walnuts or adding sliced avocado to a spinach salad. These combinations are not only good for your eyes, but also taste amazing, making it easier to stick with your new habits. If you're worried about missing the flavors of your favorite dishes, get creative with seasonings. Herbs and spices can transform simple vegetables, like zucchini or sweet potatoes, into something special without adding sodium or unhealthy fats. For example, sprinkle some rosemary and garlic on roasted carrots, or add a dash of cumin to grilled bell peppers. These little touches keep your meals exciting and help you avoid the temptation of reaching for canned green beans or fried eggplant. The American Academy of Ophthalmology recommends experimenting with flavors to make healthy eating enjoyable, especially for seniors who might feel stuck in a food rut. It's also important to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water supports your overall health, including your eyes. Dehydration can lead to dry eyes, which can make your vision feel blurry or uncomfortable. A study from the National Eye Institute found that proper hydration can reduce the risk of dry eye syndrome by 20% in older adults. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, and if plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing twist. Herbal teas or low-sugar fruit-infused water are also great options to keep things interesting while keeping your eyes comfortable. If you have a sweet tooth or love snacking, be mindful of how processed foods can sneak into your diet. Many snacks like corn chips or potato-based fries are loaded with the same simple carbs and sodium we've been talking about. Instead, try snacking on sliced bell peppers with a bit of hummus or a handful of baby carrots. These are crunchy, satisfying, and packed with eye-friendly nutrients. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that replacing processed snacks with fresh vegetables can lower inflammation markers in just a few weeks, which is great news for your eyes and your whole body. For those of you who love a routine, consider setting a goal to eat at least 3 servings of eye-healthy vegetables each day. That could be a handful of spinach in your morning smoothie, a side of roasted zucchini at lunch, and some steamed broccoli with dinner. These don't have to be big portions, just enough to give your eyes the nutrients they need. The National Institutes of Health found that seniors who eat a variety of vegetables daily have a 30% lower risk of vision problems compared to those who don't. It's a small commitment with a big payoff, and you can track your progress with a simple journal or the MyPlate app to stay motivated. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that you don't have to do this alone. Talk to your family, friends, or even a neighbor about your goal to eat better for your eyes. They can cheer you on, share recipes, or even join you in trying new foods. Community support makes a huge difference, and a study from the Journal of Gerontology showed that seniors with social support are twice as likely to stick to healthy habits. You could even start a little cooking club, where you swap eye-friendly recipes or cook together once a week. It's a fun way to stay on track and enjoy some company. Now here's the most important part: start today. Your eyes are too precious to wait. Every meal is a chance to protect your vision and keep enjoying the things you love, whether it's reading a good book, watching your grandkids play, or taking a walk in the park. The research is clear: diets rich in leafy greens, carrots, and other nutrient-packed vegetables can slow the progression of eye diseases and keep your vision sharp. Don't let corn, white potatoes, eggplant, canned green beans, or beets steal that from you. Swap them out. Try new recipes and use tools like the MyPlate app to make it easy. Take a moment right now to think about one small change you can make this week. Maybe it's buying a bag of fresh spinach at the store or trying a new sweet potato recipe. Whatever it is, commit to it. Your eyes deserve it, and so do you. If you're ready to take it a step further, visit the American Academy of Ophthalmology's website for more tips and recipes, or talk to your doctor about how your diet can support your eye health. You've got the power to protect your vision one bite at a time. Let's do this.